So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance for a shot! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Chelsea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Szoboszlai, Tchouaméni, and this is Lewandowski. Szoboszlai gets a good foot in there. Palhinha producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Good read, needed to be.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Højlund. Saliba. Short changes him with that pass. Højlund. Aimed beyond the defence. Expertly cut out, really. Chance, surely! France have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's a good ball. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, that's delightful. And that was asking for too much. Long ball looking to counter. And it's Mendes. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Llorente. Bellingham might just make this.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Højlund. Valverde. Great vision. Chance! And yes, it's there! France are back on level terms. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
30 minutes gone. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Eze. And it's Eze. Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Palhinha. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham, and he's got away from it. Szoboszlai. Valverde. Now it's Højlund. Nuno Mendes. Foot in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for options for movement. Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. Eze. Szoboszlai. Oh, this is a terrific run. He's in a great position here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. And it's Eze. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Valverde. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Højlund. That's good play. He's cut it out. Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He has found the way through. João Palhinha for Szoboszlai. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Such good technique.
Can he latch on to this? Can he finish? Goal, France! And the comeback is complete. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Mbappe bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Floated through. A corner it is then. So, third corner of the game. Acrobatic effort! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now.
Takes a shot! Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Attention, changement.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Szoboszlai. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he can clear it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Haaland.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Can he spark a counter here? Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Dumfries with the clearance. And here's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's going to go a long way. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's going wide left. And it's Tchouaméni. Szoboszlai. And it's Tchouaméni.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
O'Reilly. For Szoboszlai. And here's Vinicius Junior. Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
4, le numéro 25. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 20.
That's a decent clearance.
Le numéro 22.
Chelsea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Le numéro 11. Changement.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's being shifted off it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Llorente. Yildiz. This is a promising build-up. And he's managed to get rid. And he's quick to get rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rodgers. Rodgers makes a dash for it. There's the shot! And that's another fine save. And here's the chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. It's Hernandez. Searching pass he's played there.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
France moments now away from seeing this one out. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that looks a decent ball.
5 minutes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide. Nice interception, well timed. Yildiz. Rice. Tries to play it through. Threads one in. Can he finish? And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! That is lovely, finished with nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 19. Pour le remplacer.
Into extra
le
time we
18.
go.
Changement en cours.
France conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Yildiz. That's a good foray he's making. And it's Tchouaméni. Rice. He's being urged to shoot. He slings it in. Deftly away.
Might want to be careful there.
O'Reilly with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Hakimi. Oh, that is a nice touch. Ball's gone out of play. João Palhinha. He's found a way through. Crossed into the middle. Llorente is there, and he can get that clear. It'll be a throw-in. Bomo, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has left him in a heap. Could move up a gear here. Hakimi. Rodgers. Shot and a shot! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
France really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Chelsea leading now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yildiz.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Looking for the run. No, he's just misjudged that one. And it is half-time in extra time.
Chers spectateurs, Nous allons procéder
So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? The hostilities have already resumed. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Hakimi. Shifted upfield. Hakimi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's quick to return it. And it's Rice. Can he get on the end of this?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
France now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the Late Show.
Oh, just skips past his man.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Hakimi. Oh, such a clever touch.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Rodgers, who's set up one goal so far. Chelsea clearly now in lead preservation mode. João Palhinha. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on? Mbappe! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba, starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Lewandowski. Eze. It's a good run down the right. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
It's Lewandowski! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's Bellingham. Szoboszlai. First quarter of an hour gone. O'Reilly promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Lewandowski. France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Szoboszlai. Bellingham.
Chelsea definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Pinches it off him. O'Reilly. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's João Palhinha. João Palhinha. For Valverde. Dumfries. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. He's got away. Big chance! Goal! The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Valverde. Oh, this is a great position. Bellingham. Now it's Lewandowski. Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. Bellingham couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Stood up well to him there. Eze. And it's Llorente. Eze. Eze ventures forward. Tchouaméni. Now Saliba.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Valverde. Valverde powering forward here.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Szoboszlai. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Bellingham. He's found a way through. Now it's... And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Tchouaméni. João Palhinha. Dumfries. Højlund. Dumfries. And he's picked out the run. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. France finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Højlund. That's a good foray he's making. Driving on and making good progress. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Szoboszlai. Nuno Mendes. Oh, such a clever touch. Valverde. Now there is having a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Szoboszlai.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now Mbappe. Mbappe looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's an imaginative pass. Dumfries, he has a look up. Great. Can he finish? He'll want to be quick to recover this. Mbappe, your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Looking for options for movement.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Valverde. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Just eases him off the ball. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, it's Denzel Dumfries, and he was quick to react. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He played through for the wide man. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's keen, determined to have his say.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Le numéro 7. Le numéro 4. Le numéro 21.
Saliba clears it away.
Le numéro 18. Le numéro 6.
Keep calm and carry on.
2.
That's the job in a nutshell now.
Le numéro 8. Changement en cours.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Hernandez. And he's managed to get
That
free.
was lovely, that.
Chance! And he's gone looking for safety. That is lovely. Driven in. Keeper's dealt with that. Can he get it through? It is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Vinicius Junior is there, and he can pick it up. Saliba. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
He's shifting through the gears here. Rodgers delivers the ball. And Dijk clears without hesitation. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he welcomes it in.
Chelsea can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Hakimi.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Additionnel.
Could move up a gear here. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's well positioned. Vinicius Junior! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And no mistake. And surely that does it. And that's that. France were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. And the shot's on here. Mbappe! And he's done it! France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, no joy this time. It's a searching pass. Pass is just off target. Llorente. And Marquinhos. Saliba. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's well spotted. Van Dijk. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He won't be happy with that one. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Szoboszlai going forward. And it's Eze. Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham. Looking for the run, the finish! It's bounced back off the post. It's Lewandowski! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Szoboszlai pinches it off him.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Bellingham. No way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Llorente. Rabiot wins the duel this time. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Szoboszlai tries one from range. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Szoboszlai gets a foot in here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Chelsea clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's looking wide. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. And here's Bellingham. That's tidy. And here's Bellingham. Thinks about the shot. And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. Defending was strong and firm.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Deftly away.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. Shot, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he thumps it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rabiot.
1 minute.
Aims beyond the defence. That's a cute ball. Eze. He is through here. Steaming on. Goes for a shot! And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. France currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running. And the shot! And that's a good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Eze. And here's Lewandowski. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Szoboszlai receives it in. And the shot! And a neat finish! What's your opinion on that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Changement en cours.
Chelsea can now introduce the first of their substitutes. France cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And he plays one through. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Havertz. And he's definitely onside. Oh, look at the space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. This looks promising.
France may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Hakimi. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Llorente makes the interception. This is a promising build-up. Havertz! Szoboszlai, who does have an assist to his name. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hernandez. That is good strength. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That is good alertness. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in, and it's made its way to him.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
France now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something...
Real chance! And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Size
21.
really matters, and it's
Le
time to
numéro 5.
make it matter now.
Le numéro 2. Le numéro 6. Le numéro
Saliba
18.
getting this one
À
clear.
leur place, le numéro 22. Le numéro 4. Le
Now it's
numéro
Bruno
7.
Guimaraes.
Le numéro 25.
Oh, such a clever
Le numéro
touch.
19.
He's picked his
Changement.
way through. Terrific effort. Oh, he's hit the bar. Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
And he has been fouled there. Dumfries. Lovely feet. That's a super give and go. Chouameni engages and forces him off the
Temps
ball.
additionnel, 3
Well,
minutes.
there's the clearance. We are into stoppage time. João Palhinha. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. He can run onto that. Yildiz. He's being urged to shoot. And that's that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
D'avance, merci.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Just eases him off the ball. That is good alertness. Valverde. This is a promising build-up. And here's Højlund. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominik Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here. I like the fact that he's one of the cleanest strikers of the ball, which really shows in both his passing and his attempts at goal. And I can see him drifting in and out, receiving the ball, driving forward into those half spaces and looking to deliver the key pass or get one away himself.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Mbappe. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Rice, pressing high and with purpose.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, this is a great position. Mbappe! And that was struck with genuine force. No, that's been intercepted. Szoboszlai. And it's Szoboszlai.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Højlund.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Vietnam have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Hernandez. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Oh, really well played.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. This might spell danger. Højlund showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread it left. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rodgers. Now it's Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
João Palhinha. And here's Højlund. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Konate. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it's Bowen. Can he get on the end of this? Bowen. And the finish! And one more try! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
The Netherlands are in front. He's in one-on-one. Oh, he's shapes to shoot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Szoboszlai. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so
There
good
will
from
be
him.
1 minute added time.
Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Valverde. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
He's having a pop! And that has fizzed wide.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Threads one in. And it's made its way to him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chouameni. Rodgers looking understandably energised after his goal. And he's quick to snatch it back. Szoboszlai. Not the most accurate pass. Valverde. Mbappe. And it's Valverde. Backward it goes. Vietnam still this single goal behind. Rodgers. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he latch on to this? Rodgers is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bowen. Oh, sweet feet. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Rice. The muscular approach does pay off here. Mbeumo. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rodgers gets into a good position. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
The Netherlands couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Spread neatly. He's found a way through. Valverde is onto this. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution on the field. Number
Mbeumo
20,
taking charge of the dead ball.
Mbappe.
And
Number
this is a
4,
great chance to get themselves back square. And it's
Number
Marino.
21, Szoboszlai. Number 7.
Well, that's certainly more like it.
Dumfries.
They can't let the
Number
intensity
6,
drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Number
A lucky
18,
break would certainly help their cause now.
Number 15, Mikel Merino. Number 22.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Number 2.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Number 3, Konsa.
DiMarco.
Substitutions taking place.
Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Rice. DiMarco. DiMarco. Oh, good effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. This looks promising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
DiMarco bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! Oh, he's following up! And yes, it's there! Do not write them off! Back they come! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So they have it. Can he finish? He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Vietnam found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
Now it's Mbappe, driving through the middle. Palhinha clears without hesitation.
Has been indicated.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Haaland! And that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to belt it away. And we're done. Vietnam have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Højlund claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Is only allowed in areas shown on this map.
Vietnam
Thank you for
have
your
done it.
cooperation.
They're people without a fingernail left between them. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Valverde just eases him off the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Rice. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I think
Goes for the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Højlund is onto it in a flash. That has not gone well. Oh, easy pickings there. Now this could be a chance. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Now it's Szoboszlai, and here's Thuram. Shoots! Well timed, excellent interception.
yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bowen aimed beyond the defence. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vietnam, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chouameni. Rodgers. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Thuram. Szoboszlai. Now it's Højlund. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dumfries. And it's Szoboszlai. And it's João Palhinha. Now Van de Ven. Nuno Mendes. And it's João Palhinha. Pinches it off him. Thuram was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Van Dijk. And Mendes. Stood up well to him there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Szoboszlai. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Rice. He's going for goal! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mendes attempts a clearance. He's in a great position here. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Tchouaméni. Knocks it into space. Valverde. Nuno Mendes. And he's managed to get free. Szoboszlai receives it in a good position here. And he's being shifted off it. That's put paid to the danger. And he's well positioned here. And here's Højlund. And the shot! Plenty to aim at here. Chance, surely! There it is! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. Lacking for... And that is indeed the final act. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vietnam leading by one at the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. This game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Vietnam just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. The second half is up and running.
Vietnam can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Rodgers. João Palhinha. Looking for the run. Now it's Szoboszlai. The Netherlands needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now, can they get him away? Flings it across.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. The Netherlands clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vietnam just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. This looks promising. Nice control. Oh, that was vital. Tchouaméni could move up a gear here. And it's Rice. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Chooses to go cross-field. Dumfries. Szoboszlai on a strong run here. Rodgers goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's picked it up out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting.
And a shot! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution on the field, number 25.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
21.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Number 19.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Number 6.
João Palhinha.
Hernandez. Number 22.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Here's the return
Number
pass.
11.
Burmo.
Gyökeres. Number 18.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries going forward. Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Burmo. Now that looks a decent ball. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Caught offside that time.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Dumfries. Number 4, Federico Valverde. Coming on
Still
the field,
anyone's game,
number
this.
2,
One moment can
Hakimi.
decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Burmo. Nicely aimed pass. João Palhinha. Into the last 5 minutes. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Saliba with a definite foul there. And it's DiMarco. Tchouameni tries to play it through. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's João Palhinha.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Good ball. Hoyland! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hernandez. Good ball over the top. "90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.